Welcome back, my friends. The news today is that Uber and Waymo are set to offer driverless ride-hailing trips in Austin and Atlanta. Uber will offer driverless ride-hailing trips with Waymo in Austin, Texas, and Atlanta starting early 2025. The rides will only be available via the Uber app. Uber's initial partnership with Waymo only extended to Phoenix and included autonomous Uber Eats deliveries. The expansion into 2 more cities helps Uber's advancement into the Robo-Taxi space, after it struggled to get a foothold and sold off its self-driving division in 2020. But before we get into all of that, I would like to thank everyone who views my videos. If you would like to support the channel, please see the link to buy me a coffee in the video description below. And, please hit the like button and leave me a comment below. I would love to hear from you. Please subscribe and hit the bell icon so that you are notified of upcoming videos when they are released. Uber announced Friday it is expanding its partnership with Alphabet's Waymo to offer Robo-Taxi rides in Austin, Texas, and Atlanta beginning in early 2025. Shares of Uber jumped 5% on the news while Alphabet rose about 1%. Uber riders in those cities can be matched with a driverless Waymo car for some trips, according to the companies. The rides will only be available through Uber's app, unlike in San Francisco and Los Angeles where riders book through the Waymo app. A Waymo spokesperson said it had no plans to partner with Uber in San Francisco and Los Angeles. The expansion comes as Uber faces investor pressure to step up its autonomous vehicle strategy, especially ahead of Tesla's planned Robo-Taxi event slated for October 10. Shares of Uber have fallen 9% since the Tesla event was announced and are off 17% from their 52-week highs. It may also slow Waymo encroachment into Uber's market share. An analysis from Bernstein estimated that, as of May 2024, Waymo's 50,000 weekly paid rides made up approximately 2% of ride-sharing usage in San Francisco. Since then, Waymo has doubled its paid robotaxi trips to 100,000 a week, the company announced. We're thrilled to build on our successful partnership with Waymo, which has already powered fully autonomous trips for tens of thousands of riders in Phoenix, Uber CEO Dara Khosrowshahi said in a release. Uber's initial agreement with Waymo in Phoenix also included autonomous Uber Eats deliveries in the city. The expansion into Austin and Atlanta won't include Uber Eats at first, according to the Waymo spokesperson, but they're exploring that possibility for the future. Waymo co-CEO Tekedra Mahakana said, "We've been delighted at the positive feedback from our Waymo One riders to date, and we can't wait to bring the comfort, convenience, and safety of the Waymo driver to these cities in partnership with Uber." The expansion into 2 more cities is another step in Uber's advancement into the robotaxi space, after struggling to get a foothold and selling off its own self-driving division in 2020, now relying on partnerships with companies including Waymo, GM's Cruise and the SoftBank-backed UK startup Wave to gain ground. Uber shares dipped in August after the company announced a multi-year partnership with Cruise to offer autonomous rides through its app next year. Wells Fargo analyst Ken Goralski cited Cruise's previous safety challenges as a part of the investor skepticism, along with now fulfilled hopes for a partnership with Waymo instead. Waymo has rapidly made strides in the self-driving race. It currently offers robotaxi services to the public in San Francisco, Los Angeles, and Phoenix. It has logged more than 22 million miles through June of this year, and last week, it released a report that argued its vehicles are safer than human drivers. It began testing driverless cars on Bay Area freeways with Google employees in August. Some analysts were more hopeful for a potential Uber and Waymo expansion into San Francisco. But Atlanta and Austin, where Waymo has already begun testing, may still help sentiment. But do Waymo robo-taxis really work? Yes, Waymo's robo-taxis do work and are currently operational in several cities. Waymo, the autonomous driving technology company under Alphabet, operates fully autonomous rides for the general public in areas like San Francisco, Phoenix, and Los Angeles. These robo-taxis are equipped with advanced sensors and software that allow them to navigate complex urban environments without a human driver. Waymo's vehicles have logged millions of miles and have been shown to be significantly safer than human drivers in avoiding crashes. Waymo is also expanding its service to Austin and Atlanta by early 2025, in partnership with Uber. This expansion will allow more people to experience fully autonomous rides, further demonstrating the reliability and effectiveness of Waymo's technology. Waymo is actively expanding its autonomous ride-hailing service, Waymo One, to several new cities and regions. Here are some key details about their expansion plans. Los Angeles. Waymo has been offering rides in a 63 square miles area from Santa Monica to downtown LA. They plan to transition from free rides to a paid service soon, gradually onboarding the more than 50,000 people on their LA waitlist. Austin. Waymo is currently testing fully autonomous rides across 43 square miles of Austin, including downtown and surrounding neighborhoods. They plan to open Waymo 1 to the public later this year. San Francisco Bay Area. Waymo has expanded its service to include Daly City, Broadmoor, and Colma. They have also removed the waitlist for their San Francisco service, which now covers 55 square miles of the Bay Area. Phoenix. Waymo has added 90 square miles to its Metro Phoenix service and begun curbside airport pickups and drop-offs at Phoenix Sky Harbor International Airport. Waymo's expansion is driven by their commitment to improving road safety and providing a reliable, autonomous transportation option. They are also focusing on community partnerships and engagement with policymakers to ensure a smooth rollout in each new city. The cost of a ride with Waymo varies based on several factors, including the distance, duration, and demand at the time of booking. Here are some general details. 1. Base fare. Waymo charges a base fare for each trip. 2. Distance and time. The cost is calculated based on the distance traveled and the time taken for the trip. 3. Additional fees. There may be additional fees for things like tolls, airport access, or changes to the trip. For example, a typical Waymo ride might cost around 50 cents per mile too. In some cases, the cost can be higher than traditional rideshare services. For instance, a 1.6-mile ride in San Francisco from Fisherman's Wharf to Union Square cost about $27.05, compared to $15 to $17 for a similar trip with Lyft. You can get an estimated fare by entering your pickup and destination points in the Waymo 1 app before booking. Waymo does implement surge pricing during busier times to help manage demand for rides. This means that the cost of a ride can be higher during peak hours, such as weekday nights and weekends, especially on Friday and Saturday nights. However, Waymo ensures transparency with its pricing. You'll always know the cost of your trip before you book it, even if the car reroutes or adapts the route unexpectedly. This approach helps riders make informed decisions about their transportation options. Waymo has implemented several measures to ensure accessibility for passengers with disabilities. Waymo Accessibility Network. Waymo has launched the Waymo Accessibility Network, which collaborates with disability advocates to improve access, mobility, and safety. This network includes organizations that support people with physical, visual, cognitive, and sensory disabilities. Wheelchair accessible vehicles, WAVES. Waymo offers wheelchair accessible vehicles that can be booked through the Waymo 1 app. These vehicles are manually driven but provide necessary accommodations for wheelchair users. 3. App features include the following. Screen reader compatibility. The Waymo 1 app is compatible with screen readers, making it accessible for riders who are blind or have low vision. Passenger screens. For riders who are deaf or hard of hearing, the passenger screens display text of any trip updates and messages from support. Service animals. Waymo allows service animals to accompany passengers, ensuring that those who rely on them can travel without issues. Support and customization. Riders can customize their app settings to suit their needs and have access to support via call or text if they need assistance during their ride. Waymo's commitment to accessibility is evident in their ongoing efforts to engage with the disability community and continuously improve their services. But, what do you think? Please hit the like button and leave us a comment below. We would love to hear from you. Please subscribe and hit the bell icon so that you are notified of upcoming videos when they are released. Please share this video on social media. And, before we end, a word from the sponsor of this video. Today's sponsor is ProWorldNet.com. ProWorldNet.com is a job website specifically dedicated to licensed professions, doctors, including any type of specialty nurses, and that includes all grades of nurses. Lawyers, regardless of area of legal focus. Teachers and professors, from kindergarten through graduate school. As well as any kind of job that requires a government license or certification. And ProWorldNet.com also includes short-term gig-type jobs as well. So, be sure to check out ProWorldNet.com if you are looking for a job or an employee. Thank you for watching.